This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
Developing tonight at 6, a woman is dead and the suspect is facing multiple felony charges after a police pursuit led to a deadly crash this morning in North St. Louis County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush. Police say this all started when Ferguson police initiated a pursuit.
I'm Ann Allred. Good evening. The suspect drove off into Delwood, where he crashed into another car, killing the driver. 5 on your side, Diamond Palmer has been following the investigation all day. Diamond.
Well, Ann and Mike, the victim in this deadly crash is 56-year-old Alicia Ruffin. And I actually spoke to her family member earlier today who said she didn't want to talk about the details of this crash, but this evening, police do. Ferguson's police chief, Troy Doyle, says people need to stop fleeing police during traffic stops.
This is an unfortunate tragedy. I can't even imagine, what this family is going through.
56-year-old Alicia Ruffin was pronounced dead on the scene after police say 21-year-old Jared DeBose crashed into her car during a police pursuit.
And I pose this question to the community. Had this individual just pulled over for a lawful traffic stop, would we be sitting here this afternoon having this press conference?
Ferguson Police Department says around 4:22 Wednesday morning, they noticed a Mercedes-Benz traveling at a high rate of speed on West Florissant. When the officer tried to conduct a traffic stop, police say DeBose did not stop. Just 2 minutes later, police say the same car was found in a Quick Trip parking lot, but the driver abruptly drove across the street. An officer then tried to stop the car a second time, but the suspect ended up hitting Alicia's car. Police say DeBose fled the scene after the crash when police tended to the victim. Missouri State Highway Patrol is leading the investigation.
It was just a very sad and unfortunate crash that occurred and someone lost their life, and hopefully that we can hold the suspect accountable for their actions.
According to Ferguson Police, 229 people have failed to yield to Ferguson Police this year compared to 80 people in 2022. Chief Doyle says the officer involved in the police pursuit has not been placed on leave.
I spoke with him this morning, and anytime that we come across these type of things, people think law enforcement don't have feelings. Either we do, and this weighs heavily on us too.
Now, this investigation has also revealed that an 18-year-old female passenger was in the suspect's vehicle and was seriously injured as a result of this crash. Now, DeBose is facing multiple felony charges, including a DWI and resulting in death, as well as fleeing from police. And Missouri State Highway Patrol is actually leading this investigation, but they're asking people at home to come forward with any information they have. And you can call the number 314-522-3100. Reporting live here in Ferguson, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Right before the holidays, 3 children in the Metro East are without their parents following an apparent murder-suicide. Just yesterday, police found a man and woman shot inside a car in Cahokia Heights. Our Justina Cornell takes us to St. Clair County with more on this investigation.
Pieces of a crime scene are left behind near Frank Holton State Park in Cahokia Heights, and now loved ones pick up the pieces.
She's my first cousin. She was a good person inside and out, and she didn't deserve what happened to her.
Skyla Pennell comes to grips with the loss of her cousin, 40-year-old Tira Glasper, a loving mother of 3.
She became a grandmother to a baby girl.
The Cahokia Heights Police Department is investigating this case, and investigators believe this is a domestic violence situation after speaking with friends and family at the scene.
Upon arriving, they observed the male and a female subject suffering from gunshot wounds. The female succumbed to her injuries on scene, and the male was transported to a hospital in St. Louis where he later succumbed to his injuries. It's a tragic incident for both families to go through something like this.
Police say other agencies have received domestic disturbance calls on this estranged married couple before.
I would just like to ask everybody to just please keep her kids and her family members in prayer during these times, because they lost both parents, not just one.
It's not the first time Pennell has faced the gutting feeling of grief.
I lost my son in 2018 in East St. Louis to gun violence.
She's even created an anti-crime group called Families Against Gun Violence. Her efforts are to help anyone with the pain, piece by piece.
I just want people to know that you're not alone in this. There's somebody out here that's going through it just like you are.
Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
Family says Glasper did not have life insurance, and they're raising funds for funeral arrangements. If you're interested in assisting, there's a link to the GoFundMe on our website, KSK.com. in the As Seen on TV section.
The family of a Metro East man missing since last July is asking for your help bringing him home for the holidays. They recently sat down with 5 on Your Side's Holden Kerwicki, who was the latest on the search.
As the community around them celebrates the start of the holiday season,
we're just sitting here in the dark.
Aaron and Amanda Wells can't help but think about their brother, Donald Ferris Jr., who disappeared more than a year and a half ago.
People don't just disappear.
Initially, people placed Ferris at this Collinsville gas station the night of his disappearance. But by the time investigators checked into the tip,
that they already deleted all the camera footage to see who all he was with.
They pinged his phone. It pinged over on Chapel, which is strange.
After nearly a year and a half without answers,
I'm tired of waiting, so we're taking our dogs out there and we're looking.
We've had possible leads for them to turn up empty.
You're hearing about cases going on for 10 years with 0 leads. Oh, come on now, that's crazy.
The hardest part for Ferris's family is not knowing.
With Donnie,
there's no closure.
There's no nothing. You know, we're just sitting here wondering every day, are you still alive? Are you still with us?
Are they torturing him? Does somebody have him?
It could be anything.
With so many questions left unanswered, Ferris's loved ones are asking for your help solving this mystery.
We'd appreciate it if somebody would step up and help us out.
Just be honest. At this point, I really don't even care what happened. We just want closure. We need closure, and our children do too.
Reporting in Collinsville, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on Your Side.
Anyone with information about the disappearance of Donald Ferris Jr. is being asked to contact the Madison County Sheriff's Office.
Taking a live look now over Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, where the annual Budweiser Guns and Hoses fundraising event is underway, benefiting the families of first responders.
And 5 on Your Side's Brent Solomon is live now with a closer look at all of the excitement. Brent.
You can say that again, a whole lot of excitement. I tell you what, this is the 36th year for the big event that pits police officers against firefighters. As always, there are 2 teams, Team Red, Team Blue. And tonight, the stage is set for that big face-off that supports a huge, huge mission. Let me go ahead and just show you all of that excitement you talked about, Mike. Folks are having a good time tonight. There will be 3-round boxing matches. There are 11 bouts featuring boxing and MMA, and all of the proceeds going to Backstoppers, the group that supports families of first responders. Not too long ago, I caught up with a local police officer who tells me about all of the training that's involved.
So I train year-round. I'm actually a professional fighter. But yes, we have guys I'll be coaching that have been training since August, and this is on their own time. This is, you know, they do this when they're not working, and it takes a lot. It's not easy.
All right, back live now. Tonight, organizers will honor 2 fallen first responders, and one of them is Sergeant Mason Griffith, an officer who was shot and killed at a convenience store back in March. He leaves behind a wife and a young son. And organizers say this is a shining, shining example of exactly why they do this. Look for full coverage of tonight's big event coming up at 5 on Your Side at 10. For now, that's the very latest from Enterprise Center, where we're live this evening. Brent Solomon, back to you.
Thank you, Brent. And let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell. He's live at Tillis Park. You just flipped the switch. Well, I shouldn't say that. A wonderful first grader. You let him flip the switch at the Winter Wonderland lights. And you have our Thanksgiving Eve forecast. All the youngins ready to go out tonight. The rest of us, not so much.
Yeah, and you know, it is going to be a great evening. There's a lot of kids that have been coming through here tonight too at Tillis Park with Winter Wonderland. $20 per car. You can pay cash as you come in, or you can go to Metrotix and get tickets and get a prepaid pass. Let's get into some weather. A lot of folks are traveling. By the way, this is going to be open here in Tillis Park right through and after Christmas through December 30th. If you're traveling over on the Illinois side right now, everything's good. Back in the Chesterfield Valley, looking good, but already starting to cool off into the 30s in outlying areas, still low 40s in town. The clouds from earlier today, they have rolled on to the east. Skies are mainly clear right now, and that's what we can anticipate here as we head through the overnight hours. Going to be clear and it's going to be chilly, but it is a quiet evening around St. Louis for sure. So quiet and cool this evening. Thanksgiving Day still looks absolutely gorgeous tomorrow, but damp Saturday night into early Sunday. More on that in about 10 minutes.